What up? Welcome to Ask a Bad Boy. Back at you with another good one. We got a reaction video from Anton Daniels. This one is titled, "It'll cost you $45,000 to $50,000 a month to date me. Ayisha Diaz talks men supporting her lifestyle." All right, let's get into this. We'll see what they say. See what Anton says. I'm going to tell you what I think. I want to hear what you think. So make sure you subscribe and comment down below. Let's go.
Providing for other people that were around me, friends, family. And then I would find myself at zero again. And during COVID, I was like, you know what? Let me just do something. So I went in, hurry up and start buying houses and investing my money into things that later on in the long run, it's going to be better for me. And I'm actually very happy that I made that decision, because if not, I would have still be living the stripper life.
Mm-hmm. So you started investing in real estate. I love that.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get to this.
Mm-hmm.
If you date somebody, right? I don't know what your relationship status is now, but what are you expecting on a monthly basis from financially?
From him?
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm spoiled.
No, as soon as they said it's spoiled, it's going to be a ticket. Go ahead.
What's that mean? Just
what's that range?
Because it's good insight. Because we just have these hypothetical conversations all the time. But just somebody you're like in the top 1% of girls that's actually you're exposed to that life, right? Like, so what is you say you're spoiled? What does that mean?
Spoiled means I need you to be able to keep up with my lifestyle if you want to be with me.
What does that mean?
Ladies, take notes. Take notes, because it'll work on the simp. I have a lifestyle I expect to keep.
You should be able to do it for me too. And if I can't depend on you to be able to handle what I have on my plate, then there's no reason for me and me and you to be together, because that means you're gonna hold me back, and that means I'm gonna have to be looking out after you.
What about love?
What does that mean? Financially, what does that mean though? What does that mean? What does that mean on a monthly? What does that mean? Roughly.
Numbers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like 45, 50.
50,000 a month. So you need $50,000 a month.
I'm not sure that there's a person on earth unless you're Jesus. Right? And then I would be asking Jesus, like, what'd you need 50K for? Like, it ain't nothing that we can do here for you for 50,000. Unless you're Jesus. Along with all of the rest of the disciples, and they all and Mary. Ain't no reason under no circumstances to be giving any woman, she a bad chick, she look good or whatever, but she's a former stripper, so that automatically is a disqualification. There is no reason to be giving a woman $50,000 a month. It is insane. I don't know who these guys are that y'all getting with. And let me be clear, you're not talking to a person that's short on funds, right? I'm not the type of person, I'm not stingy. I'm not short on funds. I like to have fun. I spend a lot of money on whatever it is that I want when I want it. Giving a woman $50,000 a month, which is the equivalent of $600,000 a year, is absolutely out of your mind insane. And I don't care how much money you make. I don't care if you make $50 million a year. I do really, really, really well for myself. Under no circumstances would I even give my own daughter $50,000 a month. And I just increased her allowance. Under no circumstance. I don't know what type of women y'all dealing with. I don't know what the mindset of these guys are, because somebody did it before or somebody's doing it right now. That's the thing. Somebody did it before or somebody is doing it right now. Are you telling me just from an outward appearance, because you're aesthetically pleasing, because you got a sweet twang to your accent, that somebody supposed to come out of 50 bands?
50.
What is true? I can give you the paperwork right now.
This is for entertainment purposes only.
But you're not getting it. But hold on. You got a contract?
Listen.
You signed a contract?
This one, I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory. I could just let this one rock, but you know, it's Ask a Bad Boy. I'm a bad boy, so I got to chime in a little bit. I'm not gonna chime in much. I'm gonna let them rock, let them cook, and then I'm gonna go in at the end. But I must say, there was a point in my life where I was mesmerized by the look that she has. That look right there. I thought that coming up in the era I came up in, I thought you had to have money in order to get with these type of women. And I found that these type of women, I mean, nowadays, a lot of women are delusional like this. A lot of women are delusional like this. And I think it's from social media. But fellas, ladies too, I want y'all to chime in and comment. Do you think any of this is cap? Or do you think she really getting guys to pay that kind of money? We're gonna continue this, but like he said, somebody paying it. Would I don't want to sound broke by no means, and I plan to be filthy rich. 50,000 a month is crazy work.
They sign contracts?
But let's
Just for your existence? Let's see what she's talking about.
but if you allow me, let's say my partner doesn't allow me to work, I am gonna look at you and say, are you paying all my bills? Because in order for me to sit down,
Whose bills
somebody
is
has
that
to pay all
much?
my bills. And not just my bills.
But what guys not allowing her to work? For what reason? I came up in a household where my dad, he paid all the bills, but mama still worked. You know, I can understand being married and you don't have to work. And I don't even think she's talking about a husband on top of this. She's talking about somebody she's dating. Dating, and you're going to date and tell somebody they can't work. That's crazy in itself, because what I'm saying is if men tell women they can't work, y'all say we controlling. So she's saying you can control me long as you can afford me. That's pretty much what I just heard.
I need extra money because you can't give me my bill money and then I'm left with nothing.
Yeah,
I need money to save
and
too.
you're flat. Yep.
And that's honestly, that's what really becomes expensive because my bills alone are already really high.
Yeah.
So I need a little bit more. Not just
Why are y'all bills so high? Whose bill? Listen. What are y'all doing? Whose bills require for them to have 50? Whose bills require for you to have 25,000 a month? I'm just keeping it 100, bro. I'm keeping it 1,000. Wow.
Come on, Anton. She need her Chanel, G-Wagon, penthouse living, jewelry. She need it. She basically saying if you can't give it to her, she can get it somewhere else, I guess.
I've seen the lowest of the lows and the highest of the highs, and I'm trying to understand what are y'all doing every month. If you have one big month or two big months in a row, maybe you did a big time vacation and or it was Christmas and everything popped off or whatever. Every month, that's the type of money that y'all spending on yourself. I ain't talking about employees, businesses. Y'all doing this every month. I'm taking it back.
hair and nails and stuff, but I need a little bit more because I need to be able to save and I need a backup. Because after we break up or anything happens in between me and you, I need security until I can find not another job, but
Wait a minute. So she needed severance pay or unemployment if we break up?
you know what I mean? So I can get back into what I used to do before. I don't require my man to do it. Do I expect it? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Does he have to? No. But you can't ask me not to work if you're not willing to handle and take care of all my bills. And plus,
when you say paperwork, what were you referring to? You have a contract that you make them sign?
no, meaning like I can show you guys how high my bills are.
Yeah.
It sounds like a really crazy number, honestly, but it's not just my house where I live at. You know, I have other properties. They got to get paid. You know, sometimes they need a new air conditioner, a new boiler, a filter. And I consider those bills because no matter what, I have to pay for them.
So y'all buying broilers, air conditioners, whatever she said. Let me find out y'all out here tricking like this.
So yeah, you pay my house here, but how about my responsibility everywhere else? When they come, you know, I have to make sure you're okay with handling that too.
I don't know what kind of guys that these women are running into, but I'm not seeing it. It's not computing for me. What type of lifestyle are y'all living to where it requires for you to take in 50,000 a month, and that's after tax? So really, you asking for somebody over $1 million because they gotta pay taxes on the money before they give it to you. What are y'all doing every single month, bro?
Well, also, like I said, I mean, I know you, so I know you're not just saying that. Like you've
Yeah, it's
actually,
real shit. Yeah.
this is real for you. My question is, what does the man get for that investment? If I'm investing $50,000 a month into you, right?
Facts.
What do I get out of that?
I'm not asking you to invest.
No. I'm just saying. Just like,
I
if
mean,
we're
whatever
not,
he wants. If you're asking me not to work,
so I
there
get
you
you.
go.
The benefit is that you're not working. That's the benefit that I get.
I mean, the benefit, I'm not working. I'm home. I'm being peaceful. I'm making sure everything.
No, go ahead and work. Why are you not working? Why would I ask you not to work? The only time that I would say that you probably don't need to be purposeful, because I think that everybody needs to be busy, being realistic, is if you have children. Because you want to rear your child accordingly, according to the values of their parents. Is if you have children. Other than that, there's no reason for you not to be purposeful. For you not why do I want you just laying around all day while I'm spending, and make no mistake about it, I'm gonna spend 8, 10, 12, 16 hours a day, 7 days a week going to get it. Because that money don't just come out of nowhere.
Right. You
And
have
who can
to.
keep that up for the rest of their life? Man, this is crazy, bro.
At the house, I'm cleaning, I'm cooking, and you know, whatever you require.
50,000.
Okay.
I'm a pleaser, so I'm gonna make sure my man gets whatever he wants. But at the
Oh, she said she a pleaser. So she gonna make sure he get whatever he want for 50,000. I better get everything I want. Listen, I don't even have to react that much. You know what my reaction is? This is crazy work. Ladies, I want to hear from you. Fellas, comment. I want to know, is any woman worth 50,000 a month? Now, I noticed Anton didn't mention this. I don't know if they mentioned it later on, if they're going to mention it, but she did say if the guy asking her not to work. But I know some women who, they talk about this, they want money just for their existence, which is crazy to me. You know, you'll hear women talking about how much that you have to make, what you got to spend on her. And it's just for the box? Or is it just for a woman to be in your presence? They feel they deserve these things. This is crazy to me. And I think a lot of people don't understand what the roles are. That's why as men, you got to strive to be the best. But 50,000 a month is crazy. I'm not asking nobody not to work, because idle mind is the devil workshop. Like he said, you got to be busy. If a woman not busy, then she going to start looking at other areas, in my opinion. So I'm never asking a woman not to work. You know, that is crazy to me. Now, I will say you don't have to work. You know, if I'm financially stable where I'm supposed to be, you should be in a position where she doesn't have to work, but she should want to work, and you should want her to work. If not, you're going to work for me and my company, so you're still working. But 50,000 a month is crazy. 600,000 a year for existence because you're pretty. You say you cook and clean. You know, okay, well, we got DoorDash. We got all kind of. We can hire a cook for less than 50,000 a month, and it's a cleaning person. So now you just offering box, I guess. Crazy.
same time, you have to make sure I'm happy. And if you asking
Hell
certain
no.
things of me, you
50,000?
got to make sure that you can back it up and take care of that too.
And truth be told, most men are doing this at some level, whether it's
Yeah,
living.
it doesn't have to be that number, but you
I don't
have
even
to.
be at the crib
You can't
enough to
ask
be
your
cooking and
wife to
cleaning.
not work and just sit home
Not
and
every
do,
day.
you know, absolutely nothing. And then when she asks you for
Who's he
something
getting dirty?
simple as, hey, can I have some money for my hair and nails? You're tripping.
Fellas, I never want to hear that.
Hold on. I want her to get that money for the hair and nails. Get that money for them hair and nails.
in the market is too expensive or stock club too expensive. Because if you got to give up 50 off top, I want to shit out of you.
This is crazy, man. Listen, bro, I'm curious as to what y'all think.
We heard what the brother Anton said. First of all, we heard what the young lady said. We heard what the fella said. We heard what I said. The guys didn't really say too much. They were more like just interviewing her. Anton gave his take on everything. So I'm going to let you know. These guys who giving up this ain't bad boys. You know, the title of the name of the page is Ask a Bad Boy. I'm a bad boy. You know, been that way since a kid. Made some mistakes along the way. But I do know one thing. $50,000 a month is crazy to me for a woman to request that just for her presence. She said cooking and cleaning worth $50,000. Not in my opinion. I'm quite sure some other things come with that. She said she was a pleaser. So I want to know out there, leave your comments, subscribe, help the channel out. I want to know, do you think 50,000 is too much? Is it worth 50,000? Are you getting 50,000? Are you paying 50,000? I really honestly want to know, because the boy ain't paying 50,000 a month. You gonna work, we gonna work, or you gonna work for me? But like I always say, if you want to know, ask a bad boy. Let's go.